Welcome to Galley Wars 2025 culinary competition presented by Fox Entertainment. This year, we are celebrating the 250th anniversary of our nation's armed services, including Navy, Marine Corps, Army, and Merchant Marines. Your Galley Wars host, owner of Big Nick's Pizza, San Pedro Chamber of Commerce board member, and beloved community member, John Bagakis.
How you all doing, everybody? Good to see you all. Welcome to Galley Wars 2025. We are in San Pedro on the historic Battleship Iowa in the beautiful port of Los Angeles. It is an amazingly gorgeous day for today's Steel Beach Barbecue competition. Are you guys ready? All right. So this is very simple. First of all, we're celebrating 250 years of our armed services. That is outstanding. But we have 5 teams today, 2 persons each, with the exact same grilling stations. And we're gonna have them try to impress our 4 esteemed judges. So it's gonna be a busy time here. I'm gonna need a co-host. Let's meet her right now.
Your Galley Wars co-host, Public Information Manager for LA Southwest College, Miss America 2022 to 23, and proud Coast Guard veteran, Athena Shitaku.
Well, hello. Look at this crowd. I'm feeling it today. How are you doing?
You look outstandingly festive today and patriotic.
I do my best.
I'm excited this year because we have 2 first responder teams, which we have never had before. So this is really exciting and a good time for Galley Wars.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about the rules.
Each of them are going to have 30 minutes to cook and plate one main dish, which is a burger today. They have their side dish and a dessert. Let's meet the teams. We ready?
Let's meet the teams.
Okay.
First and foremost, and I know they have a big presence here this week, welcome the Deep Sea Destroyers representing the U.S. Navy.
We're the Deep Sea Destroyers.
Our daily cooking responsibility is to feed 275 sailors.
Make my crew happy and make the best meals.
So I just love cooking. I'm passionate on cooking.
For me, it's my family. They teach me the passion to cook and make like other people happy. And I feel like cooking is like my love language. We cook with heart. And we are the Navy. Booyah! Aloha!
Okay, all right. I love it. So they mentioned before, but I'm a proud Coast Guard veteran, and so I might be a little bit biased about this next team. Shipmates, help me out. Let's make some noise as we meet our griddle goddesses. Let's go.
I'm CS2 Persons. And I'm CS3 Gorby. And we are Team Griddle Goddesses. My passion for cooking really stemmed from just growing up with my mom and my grandmother. They're just really great cooks. My inspiration for most of my cooking is definitely my mom, even though I've learned so much in culinary schools.
Our team will win because of our work ethic, just our overall passion for the craft.
We are the reigning champions, and the Coast Guard is the best.
One more time for our Coast Guard. So they are going for the three-peat, and they look like they're not ready to give up the crown. But it's going to take a heroic effort to dethrone them. And speaking of heroes, I know if there was a fire in the galley, this would be my first call. The heroes of Los Angeles this year, the Los Angeles Fire Department, Station 48.
Help me make some noise as we welcome the Culinary Commandos.
Team name is the Culinary Commandos. Currently stationed at 29 Palms. I worked at a McDonald's for about 2 years, and then I worked at a family-owned restaurant for 6 months.
I've been cooking for a good 10 years now.
Marines are known for doing their best at doing the best.
Going into the Galley War, we're like the underdog.
I'm very confident in myself as well as my teammate, Lance Corporal Bennett.
You know, we're the best in everything we do. The Marines are back.
All right. And last but definitely not least, without these guys, Fleet Week is not possible. They keep us safe all week long. Please welcome the Los Angeles Port Police.
I'm Officer Copeman, and this is my partner, Officer Lartudula, and we're with the Los Angeles Port Police. And together we're the Spatula Slingers. A typical day for both of us is operating the police boats, enforce the maritime wall, and ensuring the safety and security of the Port of Los Angeles. So we don't cook on a daily basis, but occasionally we do cook for the shift and during special events such as Navy Fleet Week. Why do I think we're going to win Galley Wars competition of 2025? We'll put it this way. There's a new sheriff in town.
Wow. Challenge accepted.
All right, so it takes a village to make something like this happen, and we are very thankful to our sponsors. This is the 4th year in a row that Fox Entertainment has been our presenting sponsor, and so thank you so much. We couldn't do this without them.
All right, so we have our 5 outstanding teams. We need 4 outstanding judges. Let's meet them.
Joining us for a second year at the Galley Wars' judges table, owner of the famous Oaxa's tea houses in Long Beach, Wilmington, and San Pedro, will you fall in love with the art of tea made from real ingredients and a lot of love, Chef Alma Ortiz. Returning for a 3rd year to Galley Wars, lifelong San Pedro native and connoisseur of local cuisine in all 5 areas of his council district, the 1-5, Councilman Tim McOsker. Returning for a 3rd year, San Pedro community member, LA waterfront real estate enthusiast, and Los Angeles Harbor Commissioner, Lee Williams. Finally, our veteran Galley Wars judge with the longest standing seat at the judges table, returning for a 4th year, chef and owner of the popular Trainees Dockside Station, home of the infamous Raw and Oyster Bar, Chef Destin Trainee.
Athena?
So we also, in addition to Fox Entertainment as our presenting sponsor, we want to thank the Port of Los Angeles and the Pacific Battleship Center. We're ready to get this grilling party started.
250 years of armed services. We have our judges. We have our teams. I think we're ready, right?
Wait. I was thinking, I had an idea. We're military, we're first responders, we're used to being on our feet, right? We're used to a little bit of surprises. I know when I was in the Coast Guard, we had to be semper paratus, always ready, right? So I was thinking that today, for the first time, let's put these teams to the test. Let's see how well they're prepared for a little bit of a surprise.
Okay.
They have no clue this is happening. I'm serious.
Let's do it.
Why don't we bring out some friends of mine? Come on out. I'm going to introduce you to our culinary arts students from Phineas Banning High School right here in Wilmington. And we've got a surprise. So this is Chef IOWA, one of the instructors there. What are we doing? What was the surprise?
All right, so the surprise the students and myself have compiled is a mystery box. The mystery box is surrounded and inspired by the Pacific Theater during World War II. So inside you're gonna find ingredients found in Southeast Asia, Hawaii, and the Philippines. So you're gonna have your 3 ingredients to make a guacamole dish, but you also have to include 3 mystery items, which include Spam, pineapple chunks, ginger, and chili powder.
All right, a little bit of a surprise, but I think they can handle it. What do you think?
They got this. We got it.
So, but in addition to that surprise, to celebrate 250 years of our armed services, we have a second surprise. Now, they already know about this one, but this one we're going to tell you about. They've all pre-made a dessert, and their dessert dish has to include hardtack.
What is hardtack?
I'm so glad you asked. What is hardtack? Hardtack is kind of known as the forever lasting cracker bread. Back in the day, before refrigeration, this used to be carried by sailors and soldiers when they needed a snack or a bite. It can be sweet, it could be savory. So this is going to be very interesting to see how they incorporate this into their desserts.
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. So judges, you're going to kind of get a taste of what the military menu was like 250 years ago, and that it's time to get started.
Let's do it.
We've got all the rules, we've met the teams, let's go.
Audience,
so
help us
everyone,
out.
if you can help me out, we're going to count down from 5. Ready? 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, and we're
Let's
off.
go.
Let's give it up for our cooks. Let's go. I would like you to give us a little bit of breakdown on what is a Steel Beach barbecue and the inspiration behind it. What can you tell us about that?
Good question. I'm reminiscing right now because I've been on a couple of these Steel Beach picnics. So Steel Beach picnic or barbecue, to increase morale on a ship, the commanding officer always has the option to, based on the mission and the safety of the crew, and and where you are locality-wise, this commanding officer will say, we're going to do a Steel Beach picnic. So basically what happens is we go on the fantail or on the aft of the ship, have some barbecues like this set up, and the divisions all throughout the ship get together and we have a picnic on the board the ship. Usually it's nice outside, hopefully, and the sea stays nice and steady, and then we rock and roll and we have a good time. And then we also do some Q&A and have some parties like this as well, and that's what the Steel Beach picnic is. So it's increased morale, a lot of good food, and a lot of fun.
Love it.
How are we doing here? How'd that black box throw you?
We'll see. Hopefully it came out good. I don't know.
All right. Did you decide on your 2 special ingredients?
We used the pineapple and we used the Spam.
Okay. All right. A little aloha in this guacamole. I'm excited for you.
I'm here with the Coast Guard, and we're going to talk about the Eagle in a second, but I just want to see, they've got their guac, looks like pretty ready to go. They got the grill stations. How are you feeling over here? I just want to know, how are you feeling about your confidence level so far?
I think we're looking good. We're using a lot of those ingredients. The only thing I'm not using is the Spam so far. So. Okay.
All right, exciting. So Spam-a-lot not happening over here.
Have you worked with Spam before?
A little bit here and there.
Okay. All right, so you're feeling really good about this. I also see you grilling back there. Tell me a little bit about the prep. How did you decide on what you're going to make today, and what are you thinking about this competition?
Honestly, we decided on what we were going to make by the feeling. It just came to us and we just worked with it.
I love it.
Yes, ma'am. It was like a spontaneous idea.
Okay. Well, when you're really well prepared, you can just go off the cuff. So I love it. We're excited to see what you make, and we'll stand by. Good luck.
We crossed the 10-minute mark, so we are now approaching 9 minutes remaining. So I know these teams are probably getting anxious. They probably want to start thinking about plating. They have a lot to do here. They got a burger. They've got now 2 sides and their dessert. So they have to really get it together here in the last 9 minutes. I want to ask Chef Dustin a question real quick. How are we doing the scoring today, Chef?
Scored on taste, texture, and taste.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you and your family have served San Pedro for 100 years in the restaurant business. Let's give it up for them. So you definitely know all about taste and flavor. So what are you looking for special in a burger today? Anything you can give us?
Well, I mean, it's sometimes to keep it simple is better. Add a little bit of spice in there, a little flavor, and I'm really interested to see what they all come up with.
2 minutes. 2 minutes to go.
It's getting
It's going to be down to the wire.
Literally the 2-minute warning.
The teams are really going to need your help right now. They need to feel the love. They need to feel the encouragement in this room. So I'm going to ask everyone, at the same time, I want to hear, who are you cheering for? Let me know. Who are you cheering for today? Okay. All right. See, I told you. They're feeling it. You're feeling it, right?
Audience, let's give it up for them the last 30 seconds. Cheer them on. Get them to the finish.
All right. Let's count it down. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Step back from your grills. All right. Give them all a big round of applause.
Now, earlier today, the teams picked numbers, and so we know their order. First up, we've got our Marines.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what you prepared for the judges.
It's a Chipotle-style burger, so we just made a simple burger, used simple seasonings, and then we put red onion on top, and then we put chipotle sauce and guacamole sauce, and then we made a side of a vegetable taco. So it's just succotash vegetables and then lettuce as well as a guacamole.
And what ingredients did you incorporate in that guacamole?
We used the Spam and the guacamole that came in the secret package.
Okay. And then how about the dessert? What did you feel about the hardtack and how did you incorporate that?
The dessert, we used sweet pumpkin pie, and then we used ice cream as well as graham crackers wedged into the ice cream.
Wow, so you're feeling pretty confident?
Yes, sir.
We've got the Coast Guard up next. What did you make for the judges today?
So CS3 prepared a homemade bun with cheddar and jalapeno. It's a swirl bun. And our burger we pattied with a homemade spice mix and fresh lime zest and squeezed lime. There's a homemade queso on top, homemade tortilla strips, and I used the components that you gave me in the box to create a guacamole with the garlic, the tomato, the avocados, the cilantro, and I used the soy sauce for the salt because we didn't have any salt, so hopefully that balanced it out. We had a avocado aioli on the burger as well, and then our side is a grilled sweet potato with a chipotle cream, and it's topped with homemade pickled onions, crumbled feta, and cilantro as well. For the dessert, we did a grilled peach. We wanted to use the grill as much as possible, and so we grilled our peach, and our hardtack element was CS3 Gorby created a hardtack, and we ground it and made a homemade granola out of it, and then a whipped horchata cream.
Woo! That's a mouthful. Okay.
Our third team to present today is the local boys, the LA Port Police. Let's talk about your dish. What did you make for the judges?
All right, judges, in front of you, you have a hamburger sandwich. I wanted the meat to be the star, so there's very minimum ingredients. I decided to use sandwich bread to keep it old school, paired up with an original style guacamole, traditional ingredients. I added the onion powder and the chili powder. And alongside that is since we're in Los Angeles, we gave you some Mexican street corn to go with that.
Oh, very creative, very creative. So you went with that kind of like simpler burger feel.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but growing up, we had sandwich bread, and it was a universal bun for hot dogs and hamburgers.
Let's talk about dessert. How did you feel about the hardtack? How did you incorporate the hardtack into your dessert dish?
Well, that was a hard ingredient, no pun intended. I prepared for you guys a smoked bread pudding, topped with a bourbon sauce, and to top it off is a Kellogg cornflake and hardtack crumble.
All right, you use it as a crumble. How interesting.
Yeah, chew carefully.
Chew it carefully. Bread pudding is a good idea. It's a great dessert. Very good dessert. Let's give it up for the Port Police one more time.
All right, and next to present is the Navy. All right, CS1, you know the drill. What are we seeing? What did you make?
So we made ribeye burger. We just made it simple, make it with love, and it comes with French fries. Everybody like burgers and French fries, so just made it. And then we made a guacamole with Spam. That's my first time making it, so it tastes good though. And then the sauce is a secret sauce that we do in the galley, so we call it yum yum sauce. So.
And for dessert?
So the dessert we use a graham cracker and then a little bit of whipped cream and mango on top, just for presentation.
Well, more importantly, who's your friend on your shoulder? What's this about?
This is my lucky charm, Ratatouille.
Our fifth and final team is the LA Fire Department, Station 48. What did you prepare for the chefs? It didn't look like a traditional hamburger.
Well, we basically live here in San Pedro. We're San Pedro residents at least a third of our life because we live at the fire station. So we wanted to keep it very San Pedro. So we called J&D Fish last night, had him bring us a fresh piece of fish in. So he carved it for us this morning, filleted it, and we made a salmon burger. So everything's local, San Pedro. We did a cucumber salad to go with it, and that's kind of it. We just wanted to keep a
So
local
you attempted to persuade the judges with that local feel, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's our field too. This is our home as well. So, yeah, that's it. And then for dessert, we did a pumpkin roll, and we took the hardtack and ground it up into the batter of the pumpkin roll, and then we put it over the top as well. We kind of shredded the pumpkin or the hardtack over that, and then it's got powdered sugar and walnuts over the top of it.
All right. Was there any challenges that you give it up for them? It's impressive. Yeah. And any issues, or did you feel like it was a little challenging to be out here on the battleship as opposed to where you normally cook?
Well, yeah, when I opened the powdered sugar, I got all over me, and I'm covered in powdered sugar.
So the judges look like they've completed their final dish, and I see some scoring going on. I think they're going to confer a little bit and come up with a winner.
Bragging rights are on the line.
And side note, the plaque was made by veteran Army Cavalry Thomas Montgomery, so we thank him for his, look at beautiful plaque. I mean,
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Thomas, wherever you are. Great job. And just to remember that the judging is based on presentation, it's based on taste, it's based on creativity. So they have to factor all these into all aspects, the main, the sides, and the dessert. So there's a lot of judging to do. All right. And I think the winner is decided. So let's go to our judges, and I'll start with Chef Dustin Trainee.
Yes.
Would you like to give me a little bit of your critique on the Navy dish? What you loved, what you thought maybe could have been better?
Oh, like what you knocked it out of the park with the flavor-wise, because I could taste your heritage, your family, the touch of sweetness with that sauce with the burger. Burger was cooked perfectly. It's like that was my ideal burger. You know, where you have that little sweet and the savory and everything to it. All around, I think that was delicious. I love your guys' dessert was awesome. I think it was a hard task, but man, that burger was that perfect simple balance of sweet and savory. No.
All right. Was there anything that you felt maybe, in your restaurant you would have wanted a little bit better?
Hey.
I know perfection is the thing, but...
No, it just, the guacamole, incorporating that maybe more into a larger side, but it's a curveball. It's a black box thing. It's hard to deal with. I think you guys doing, you all know Spam, right? So, it was great. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations to the U.S. Navy. Councilmember McCosker, you come from a firefighting family.
I do. I come from a firefighting family, and when I was growing up as a kid, my dad would always get us to eat something we didn't want. He'd say, "This is how we cook it at the firehouse," and we just loved anything they did at the firehouse. We loved, and I have to say that dish, all of those dishes that came from the firefighters, just reminded me of home and reminded me of growing up. I thought the salmon burger was a bold move, was fantastic. It was really, really tasty, and it was local, and that was great. I thought your side was a little bit spicy and a little bit cool. It was a great summer salad. Fantastic summer salad. I really enjoyed the dessert, but the thing that brought me home was the bowl of guacamole. That's the way they eat at the firehouse. Bring out a big steel bowl and everybody eats out of the same bowl, whether it's popcorn or ice cream or the guacamole. I thought it was absolutely perfect, and I love the fact that you went boldly with the salmon burger.
All right, we're going to go to Chef Alma and ask about the U.S. Marines.
Okay, so I really like the presentation. I think the bun, the way it was grilled, the way it looked like with a little bit of flour on top, it looked very rustic. So I really appreciated that. I really enjoyed the patty. It was nice and juicy. So sometimes with the patty it can get a little challenging. But I enjoyed also the chipotle sauce that you used. It really balanced the hamburger really, really well. But I really liked what you did with the Taft cookie. I think that was, for me, one of the best desserts. I love the softness inside. I wanted to see what you guys were gonna do with such a hard cookie, and you guys nailed it. I love the ice cream on top of it. I love ice cream, and so that was perfect for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chef Alma. Moment of truth, Athena. We're going to ask Commissioner Williams what he thought about the Coast Guard.
So the Coast Guard, was it Semper Paratus? Always ready. They came ready, and they baked their bun, I believe. It had jalapeno and cheese, and it was solid. And that was one of the dishes that I was really bummed that they took away. I wanted to just sit. I could have just stopped right there. Then the peach, with all of that presentation and how it was put together, just the sweetness, and it was just delightful. That was one of the desserts I saw that most of the judges finished. And so I was really impressed by the entire thing with the Coast Guard. They did a really good job.
Last but not least, how about our LA Port Police?
Like, you could really taste the quality of meat in the burger. It was cooked freaking perfectly. I've cooked on these things before, these events and competition. It's hard to get that hard sear on it, to get that char on the burger. It's difficult. It's with the elements, but everything was flavored. I love the sandwich bread on there. The bread pudding was perfect. You know, I love that. The street corn, everything was amazing. You guys did a perfect job, and I don't want to say anything bad about them because they, patrol our restaurant down there. So I don't want to go with some police tape across the front door tomorrow.
Good. I think that's very wise. We've heard from the judges. We've tasted everything. It's time to find out who the winner is. Third place. We have a tie. Tie for third place between our local favorites, LA Fire and the Port Police, tied for third place. Second place, the U.S. Marines. So, the champion of Galley Wars 2025. You're not going to believe it. It's a three-peat, the U.S. Coast Guard.